In a beautiful, sun-drenched forest, where golden light streamed through the leaves and birds sang their morning songs, lived many wonderful animals. Deer grazed peacefully by the stream, monkeys chattered happily in the trees, and colorful birds painted the sky with their flight. But their peaceful lives were about to be disturbed, for their home was also the hunting ground of a fierce and mighty lion. This lion was strong, proud, and truly magnificent, with a shiny golden mane that flowed like a river of light. He roamed the forest with a powerful stride, his every step making the ground tremble. When he appeared, a wave of fear would ripple through the trees. Rabbits would dive into their burrows, monkeys would scramble to the highest branches, and even the great elephants would turn and run. The lion hunted every single day, and the animals lived in constant, anxious fear, never knowing when it would be their turn to face him. One day, the animals decided they could not live like this any longer. They gathered in a secret clearing, the wise old elephant, the graceful deer, the nimble monkeys, and the clever rabbits. Their faces were etched with worry. "We cannot live in fear every moment of every day," cried a monkey, his voice trembling. "He is too strong for any of us to fight," said a deer, her head bowed low. "We must find a solution, or soon there will be none of us left." After much discussion, they agreed on a difficult plan. To satisfy the lion and stop his random hunts, one animal would go to his den each day, offering themselves as his meal. It was a sad choice, but it seemed the only way to bring some order to their lives. So the days passed, and each morning, one brave animal would make the long, lonely walk to the lion's den. Then, one sunny afternoon, it was the turn of a small, seemingly ordinary hare. He was tiny compared to the other animals, with soft fur and long, twitching ears. But though he was small in size, he was incredibly wise. As he stepped forward to accept his fate, a spark of intelligence shone in his eyes. He wasn't just going to accept his end. He was going to think his way out of it. The clever hare knew that rushing to the lion would only mean a quick end. So instead of hurrying, he took his time. He walked very, very slowly through the forest, pausing to nibble on a sweet clover here and there. He stopped to watch a butterfly dance on a flower. He even climbed a small rock to get a better view, a thoughtful, sly smile slowly spreading across his face. With every step, his plan became clearer. He was delaying his journey, not out of fear, but to give himself time to think of a way to save everyone. Meanwhile, at the lion's den, the king of the forest was growing impatient. The sun was high in the sky. His stomach was rumbling, and his meal had not arrived. He paced back and forth, his tail whipping angrily against the rocks. He let out a mighty roar that echoed through the entire forest, shaking the leaves on the trees. "How dare they make me wait?" he bellowed, his voice filled with fury. "This is an insult to their king. I will hunt them all down and punish them for this disrespect." The lion's anger grew with every passing minute, making him reckless and blind to anything but his own wounded pride. Finally, the little hare arrived, looking small and frightened. He approached the furious lion and bowed deeply, his ears flat against his head. "My lord, please forgive me for being late," he said in a shaky voice. The lion glared down at him, ready to pounce. But the hare continued quickly, "It's not my fault. On my way here, another lion stopped me. He was bigger and fiercer than you, and he claims that he is the true king of this forest. He said you were an imposter." The lion froze. His anger turned to shock, and then into pure rage. Another king? In his forest? He could not believe his ears. His pride was wounded, and he would not let this challenge go unanswered. "Where is this other lion?" The lion roared, his voice shaking with fury. "Show me to him at once. I will teach him who the real king is." The hare, hiding a clever smile, replied, "Of course, my lord. Follow me." The hare then led the furious lion deep into a part of the forest he had never been before. They walked through thick bush and over tangled roots until they arrived at an ancient, deep well, built with old stones and covered in green moss. The water inside was dark and still. The hare stopped at the edge and pointed a tiny paw downwards. "He is down there, my lord. He is waiting for you." The lion stomped to the edge of the well and peered down into the darkness. The water was so clear it acted like a perfect mirror. He saw a powerful lion looking back at him, with a golden mane and furious, angry eyes. It was, of course, his own reflection. But in his rage, the lion didn't realize it. The hare whispered, "See? The other lion waits for you inside. He's mocking you." The lion stared at the image in the water, bared his teeth, and the reflection bared its teeth right back. He let out a thunderous roar, and a louder, muffled roar echoed back from the well. This was the final proof he needed. Blinded by his uncontrollable rage, the lion decided to attack this challenger once and for all. He took a few steps back, crouched low, and with a mighty leap, he sprang forward, aiming straight for the other lion in the water. He soared through the air for a moment, a magnificent, foolish king. Then, with a great splash, he fell deep into the well. The walls were too slippery to climb, and the water was too deep. The proud lion had met his end, tricked by his own reflection and his own anger. When the lion didn't return, the forest was quiet. Then slowly, the animals emerged from their hiding places. They saw the little hare standing proudly in a clearing, the sunlight glowing behind him like a crown. The animals began to cheer, their voices filling the air with joy and relief. The forest was safe once more. And so, the clever little hare saved everyone, proving that wisdom and intelligence are often far more powerful than brute strength. Thanks for watching.